Hey, this is War 7, I believe, of Season 57, up against NewN, and these guys are the defending War Champs, so we'll know they'll be a tough opponent. Starting off, they left Mr. Sinister open, so on the fight I struggled pretty heavily with using Nefaria last war. Mr. Sinister will make pretty quick work of this fight. We have full Suicide Masteries, the Apocalypse Synergy for extra degen potency, I think. I think it's potency. And we are running 3 to 3 Petrify, just to kind of minimize the power gain he gets while he's stunned. So you can see he's barely gaining power, which is really nice. And we go for one special one here. And then he backs off and just like holds block, so I can't, he doesn't dash into me, so I can't parry heavy to pause. So these do expire before I'm able to get him into his death immunity phase. But it's not that big of a deal. We just throw a special one again. He's in death immunity now. And he's kind of just spamming specials. And I'm kind of just trying to bait them. The degens expire before I'm able to get a pause in, and he's left on 2%, but a few more hits and he just dies. So, yeah, that was, rank 4 Serpent in 39 seconds, and I'm sure it could be done faster, which just kind of makes me laugh in hindsight since Nefaria took like almost 3 minutes and I was fighting for my life. Next is this Node 18 Shock Poison Hazard, Feats of Indestructible, and Power Focus 1 Shocker. This fight's gonna go pretty poorly. Some stupid stuff happens, but on top of that, I just kind of play it really badly. Like I just mismanage, everything that I need to take care of in the fight. So here, I go for my heavy charge, and he just parries me. Like it expires, I just get parried, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, thanks. I throw this into block just because I thought he'd dash in for an intercept because his AI is usually more aggressive. But I got pushed over a bar, so my degens were ticking into indestructible, meaning they were doing nothing. But we get one more here. I'm looking to get one more pause. So he throws a heavy, which is nice of him. But then I release the heavy, and it pushes me over a bar. So once again, indestructible triggers. But yeah, I knew he'd auto block the last special one, but I threw it anyways because the debuffs would still transfer. And yeah, that fight was pretty ugly. But moving on is this encroaching stun, overwhelming odds, Adam Warlock. Again, using Sinister, trying to farm all the Cosmic Souls I can because it'll just give me more attack rating. Go for a parry heavy, and go for one more before I throw the special one. I'm not super worried about the encroaching stun timer, mainly because I'm pretty sure he just dies before it even gets close to triggering. And yeah, somehow the heavy or the stun lasted long enough for me to get an extra pause in, and yeah, the Atom died in 17 seconds. So, pretty quick fight. That's about what I expected out of Mr. Sinister on these fights, but the first two were just a little longer because one was Serpent, the other was just bad play. Next is this Safeguard, Combat Deja Vu, Disintegration, Cold Turkey, Spiderham. We're using a Koye here. I had the option of using Mr. Sinister, but I figured I'd just use a Koye because she seemed like an overall better counter. Her animations are pretty weird. Like, I'm still not used to them because of her double light attacks. Like, my inputs just seem to trigger at a weird, like, timing than what like, compared to what I'm used to. But here, I have a Power Sting, so I don't want to throw any specials. I'm just kind of dancing around hoping he throws his special one. But yeah, as soon as I notice the Power Sting expiring, I just go for my own special one because this gives me an endurance buff, which reduces the duration of non-damaging debuffs, which would, include Spiderham's Power Stings and his taunt. So yeah, this fight is going really well. This is a rank 4 Spiderham. I kind of found that out. And it's my friend Triples, which is also kind of funny. But yeah, Spiderham died in 47 seconds. So pretty fast fight. And moving on, this fight I wasn't originally supposed to take. This is Note 37 personal space regen, root, and clean slate thing. We were gonna send someone with leader here, and we were like, just use a rank 2, it's fine. But that dude was like, hell no, I'm not ranking leader. So I just said I'd steal it with Mr. Sinister. And this fight is also kind of a joke. The root, if you manage it properly, honestly helps Mr. Sinister take fights on this node. Mainly because you'll see right here, I get my first degen transfer, and then I heavy to knock him into root because he was far away when the root timer triggered, and I just get free pauses out of it. So yeah, that first stack of degen was able to stick the entire rest of the fight, and thing died in like 19 seconds. So that was pretty cool. Next is this node 43. Hazard Shift, Incinerate, Shock, Aggression Prowess, Empathic Lock, Lumitrix. We're using Sinister, and my planner was like, thank God they left Sinister open, because otherwise I would have no clue what to do here. But yeah, so because of Empathic Lock, you can't use a Power Start 1 boost here. Like, I've tried it before without realizing, and I just start on 0 power. So we're using a Combat Regen to kind of offset block damage or the hazard damage, or even the Suicides damage we take while heal blocked. But yeah, the strategy here, pretty much the same as other fights, just kind of slow playing. Try to manage his prowess a little bit in case I get hit. But yeah, now that we're no longer power locked, we can start building up to our special one. Go for a few hits, getting some debuffs on me. It's not the biggest deal. Thankfully, he throws a full combo instead of charging heavy because I think his heavy charge gives him an evade passive, which Sinister can't bypass. We get our special one off, and I'm also thankful he lets me reparry to get another pause in. And yeah, the fight could have gone a lot worse. I think it's easy to have that fight in particular spiral out of control if you're not using a proper counter. I also thought I DC'd here because I was taking a long time to load, but yeah, didn't DC thankfully. 30-second fight. Probably could have been faster, but I'm not too fussed, especially because, I had no idea what to expect going into that fight. Neither did my planner. He was just kind of like, yeah, like figure it out. Next is this aspect of evolution, steady as she goes, arcade. This is a rank 4 arcade. Again, my planner was like, yo, you want to take this? And I was like, yeah, like it'll be fine. I do play this fight pretty poorly as well. Like it starts fine. Like I use my power start one, I just get my heavy charges, and I'll throw my special one. I don't know why I'm like dashing into my own corner. I probably don't want to get cornered against arcade, but we do this. We throw a special one, it lands, and he just throws a special one right away. And here I dex too early and then get hit by the second part. So he has 6 auto block tokens now, and he just walks up and hits me. So I'm cornered now. I don't want to be cornered, so I just kind of throw this. I knew I'd get auto blocked and get shocked, but I can transfer the debuffs. And yeah, now this fight is pretty much under control. It got a little scary for a second because I was cornered and he had a bunch of tokens. But yeah, thankfully Sinister kind of cheesed it a little bit in taking the auto block and just throwing all the debuffs back onto arcade. Last, this is standard Note 48, Safeguard, Force of Will, Bane, Stun, Reflect, Shock, Bleed, Photon. We're using a Koei. This is probably the 5th or 6th, maybe even more. Like, I've taken this fight so many times. But yeah, the strategy still remains the same. I like to power start 1 here, mainly just because it keeps me healthier in a sense. Like, even though an invul is a bit more of like a direct safety net, being able to keep her energy vulnerability debuffs off of me kind of lets me block bait a little more and just kind of makes my life easier in managing what's going on with this fight. So we see Bane's about to transfer, bait one more heavy, get the transfer. Now we're looking for her to throw the special one because she's at 19 charges. Just gotta parry this. It doesn't do very much damage at all through block because with our endurance buff, we were able to keep a lot of energy vulnerability debuffs off. And here I see my Vicious is about to expire, so I just go for my special 2. Probably could have managed it a bit better, but yeah, she has 35 shock, she's ticking down. We're looking for one more special one. This one hurts a little more because, we have a few energy vulnerability debuffs on us. And here I say I have 7, so I'm not really trying to block anything, but thankfully Pure Light expires. So I just want to bait this special one. And we go for a punish. I think I just go for the special one, and the fight ends. So yeah, this was a fairly clean fight. Didn't finish like as healthy as I've done it in the past, but not too big a deal. Just over a minute. And yeah, we did end up winning this war. NewN died 5 times, we died 3. It was really close for a while, and it was still a very close result. So GG's to NewN. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.